Welcome students, this is your fourth 6 weeks test review. We're going to take our test on 218, which is going to be next Wednesday, so it's going to be quite a bit of time between our last class and this actual test because you don't have school on Monday. Alright, let's go ahead and get started into the problem. It covers everything from inequalities to systems to these new rules that we've been learning. Alright, the first problem here is a system of equations problem. It says that Hunter has 368 nickels and dimes. And so that is equation number 1 right there. If you add his nickels and his dimes, he has 368. That gets rid of answer choice C and D. The total value of his coins is $28.40. So that's money. And we told you guys to put money, money, money together. So what you have to do is you have to realize that nickels are 0.05 and dimes are 0.10. So when we put money, money, money together, our second equation is 0.05 for a nickel plus 0.10 for a dime equals $28.40. And so B says that it's 5 and 10, and that's not true. It's 5 cents and 10 cents. So A is the correct answer. Okay, number 2, we're going to solve a system of equations. What we're going to do here is I'm going to solve these for Y for you here on the video, and then when you get into class first thing on Wednesday, you're going to go through, type them into your calculator and figure out whether it's A, B, C, or D. This one is ready for the calculator already, so I don't have to do anything to it, but I do need to transform 3x plus 2y equals 12 into y equals form. So I box my y and draw my line down, minus 3x to both sides. That cancels out. I bring down my 2y equals. I'm going to flip-flop these and make negative 3x first and positive 12 second, just so I get it into an mx plus b form. And then when it's beside it, I divide it. So I divide everything by 2. Y equals negative 3 divided by 2, math 1 enter, is negative 3 over 2x. 12 divided by 2, math 1 enter, is positive 6. And now these two are ready for the calculator. Go put them into y1 and y2. And let's see where they hit on the graph. What point do they hit? So you'll have to do that part once you get to class on Wednesday. Okay, number 3 is also a system of equations problem. We could write it and try to solve it as a system, and I'll help you get that part set up as well. If we did Ken and Alan as x's and y's, equation 1 would be added together, they're 62. Equation 2 says that Ken, who is our x, is 32 older than Alan, so Alan plus 32. We could solve these and get them into the calculator as well, and I'll show you that format as well. This one, I'll start with the top one. X plus y equals 62. Draw my line down. Minus 1x to both sides. That cancels. Y equals, put this in the right order, negative 1x plus 62. Alright, then the other one is x equals y plus 32. We know that a lot of you guys like to switch that over to the other side like that. And so then it's just minus 32 to both sides. That cancels. Y equals. This can just come straight down and it's in the right form. Okay. So if I go to my calculator and I put both of those in, and you can do that when you get to class on next class period. I hit graph. And I probably have to zoom out because the numbers are kind of big on this problem. But I'm going to show you another way just that you could do it without doing any of the work that I did here. Alright, so I'm able to get an answer on my calculator. But if I were trying to do guess and check on this one, I know together they're 62 years old. So I have Ken and have Alan, and I know together they're 62 years old. So I could start in the middle. Let's say they're both 31 each. But I know that's not right because I need for Ken to be older. He needs to be 32 years older, so he needs to be plus 32. Okay? So that's a pretty big age difference between the two. So that means I got to go way up on my Ken number. So let's just say that I jump up to 40. Well, if he's 40, then he's 22. Okay? That's still 62, but the difference is only 18 years, so that's still not good enough. Let's say I go up to 45. So 62 minus 45 means that he is 17. And then if I subtract those, 45 minus 17 This is a 28-year difference, so I'm getting closer. So let's say I bump him up just one more to 46. That means he goes down 1 to 16. That's still 62, but that's a 30-year difference. So I'm getting closer. 47, drop that down to 15. That's 62 years difference and 32. So their ages are 47 and 15. Right? And when I did this on my calculator, I got x equals 47 and y equals 15. And if you go back up here, Ken was 47, Alan was 15. So just playing around with the numbers. This is the only work I did for guess and check. So all this other work was to get it into my calculator. So don't think the guess and check was really that long on this one, because it wasn't. Again, these we're going to solve them for y, and then you're going to plug them into your calculator when you get back into class. So 2x plus 3y equals 4, and then x minus y equals negative 3. So draw my line down, box, minus 2x from both sides. That cancels out. 3y equals, rewrite this as negative 2x plus 4, divide by 3, 3, 3. So those cancel, and I get y equals negative 2/3 x, because negative 2 won't divide by 3, and 4 won't divide by 3 either. So that is ready for the calculator. Put a 1 in front of this one, and a 1 in front of this one. Box. Draw down minus 1x, minus 1x. Negative 1y equals negative 1x minus 3. Divide by negative 1, negative 1, negative 1, and I get y equals positive 1x plus 3. So now those two are ready for the calculator as well. And again, I'm going to get them in the calculator, y1, y2, and see where they intersect. Alright, now we move into what we've been studying. So we start on this problem. 20 divided by 2 is 10. Then this would be x, 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 x over an x. That's already expanded. So I cross out. That leaves me with x to the third, and that's on top. This would be y, 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 y for the 8 y's. This would be for the 10 y, 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 y. So then I start canceling out 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1. Just keep canceling. And that leaves me with 2 y's, and those are on the bottom. These z5s don't have anybody to cancel with, so z5 stays on top, and that is your answer. This is a multiplication problem, so I'm going to group everything together. 5 times 4. Then I have x times x, x, x. And then I have y, y, y times y, and then a z on the end. So 5 times 4 is 20. Put all the x's together. 1, 2, 3, 4. X to the 4th. Put all the y's together. 1, 2, 3, 4. And then the z by itself. There's your answer. Remember, these have 1s on them if you're trying to do the adding shortcuts. Alright. So we looked at power to power in this last class period. This 4 can be done 2 ways. It can be the number of times you write this. So we could do 6G3H5R, 6G3H5R, and 6G3H5R. Then it's 6 times 6 times 6. So 6 times 6 times 6 is 216. Then I have 3 G's, 3 more G's, and 3 more G's. So that's 3, 6, 9 G's. Then I have 5 H's, 5 more H's, and 5 more H's. That's 5, 10, 15 H's. And then I have 1, 2, 3 R's. So this is the simplified version. If you use the rules we talked about in class, you'd put a 1 here. This would be 6 to the 4th, which is 216. This would be 4 times 3, which is 12. Oh man, I messed this up. There was supposed to be 4 of these. 6G3H5R. 5R. Alright, so let me... 6G3H5R. 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 6 let me erase this because this. So this will not be right. It's 6 times 6 times 6 times 6, which is 1296. Then it's G3, 6, 9, 12, G12, 5, 10, 15, 20, H20, R1, 2, 3, 4, R4. So that's the answer. Sorry about that. 4 times 5 is H20. 4 times 1 is 4. 6 to the 4th is 1296. And that's how I was able to figure it out that wasn't going right. So this is 1296, G12, H20, R4. Sorry that I messed that up. I just didn't pay attention to how many I had to do. Alright, solve the following inequality. So it's basically solving for y. Draw our line down, minus 3x to both sides. Those cancel out, bring down my negative 3y, bring down my symbol, rewrite this in mx plus b form. Divide by negative 3, by negative 3, by negative 3. Those cancel y. The symbol flips when we divide by a negative. That becomes 1x, and that becomes minus 6. Last one, our faces. Tell us that that's a dotted line, and that's a solid line. So this being a solid line means this is it, and that is not it. So we get rid of A because it has the wrong symbol, and C has the wrong symbol. Then we look at here. This is less than or equal, and this is greater than or equal. Less than is shade below, greater than is shade up. Here's our line. That side is shaded, so this is greater than. You could type this into Y1 in your calculator, and you would hit the shade up button, which looks like that, and it would show you that picture as well.